How's it going, everyone? This is the George here, and I know it's been a while since I did a video. I know I said in my last video I wanted to do more videos, but I've been trying to find the right topic to do. Needed to get a little motivated, just needed to relax for a few days, and we are back with some more videos. And today it is another Funko Pop collection video. I've done 3 of these already. If you missed out on the Funko Pops that I got in those videos, I'll send the links to them down below. But yeah, my collection continues to grow, and I'm actually probably going to do a part 5 either next week or the week after because I've gotten a lot where I could do 2 videos. I could have easily put all the Funko Pops into this video, but there are too many to do in one video, and I don't want to do another overly long video. But I'm going to show you guys 7 of the Funko Pops that I have gotten in the last few months. And as I always say, the rules to me buying Funko Pops are it depends on what movie, what characters, and what they mean for me. So I'm going to go over the Funko Pops, what that character or movie means to me. And yep, we're going to get started. And we'll start with one of the first ones that I got after my last video, and that is Captain America from Avengers Endgame. Captain America wielding Thor's hammer. And so I had got this one at Midtown Comics. And obviously one of the best moments in Avengers Endgame when Captain America took Thor's hammer. It shows that he is worthy. And Steve Rogers, Captain America, Chris Evans did a great job performing this character. I actually rewatched the first Avenger the other day, and even though it's still the weakest of the Captain America movies, I still think it's a great movie. I think it's an underrated movie. Winter Soldier is one of my all-time favorite MCU movies. Civil War, great movie as well. And in this collection, you can get Professor Hulk wielding the Infinity Gauntlet. You can get the Thorbowski. You can get Pepper Potts in her rescue armor. The Iron Spider when he's in instant kill mode. Korg. Another Thor. You can actually get 2 Thors in this. Thanos with his face half burned after he used the Infinity Gauntlet. Captain Marvel. And actually another Hulk. Wow, you can get 2 Hulks and 2 Thors in this collection. Let me show you. Here we go. But yeah, Avengers Endgame, one of the best theater experiences I ever had. And I get it. It may not be the best MCU movie. There's a couple of things that I know may not have aged all that well. But overall, it's still one of my favorite MCU movies. It's still a great conclusion to the Infinity Saga, to these characters. And I will say, minor spoiler for Deadpool Wolverine, although it did come out a month ago, it was nice to see Chris Evans back, although as the Human Torch. And I wonder if I don't know. I'll never say never about him returning as Captain America, but he had a great ending in this one. But yeah, one of the most epic moments, Captain America with his broken shield and Thor's hammer. So the next one, these ones I kind of got around the same time. So I'll stick with the MCU. This is the last MCU one I'm going to share in this video, though, and that is from Deadpool Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in the full-on Deadpool costume. Now, this was one of my most anticipated movies of the summer, and it did not disappoint. This is one of my favorite post-Endgame MCU movies, one of my favorite comic book movies to come out in the last few years. In fact, I'm going to be honest, Deadpool Wolverine, like the more I think about it, and before the clips get deleted, I look back at clips on YouTube, the more I like this movie. This is one of those movies that the more I think about it, the more I go back to it, the more I like it. And I get it. People will say, oh, the stuff about Logan's grave at the beginning of Deadpool Wolverine. And, I'm sick of the multiverse or whatever. But I liked it. I love Deadpool Wolverine. To me, it's actually one of my, it's actually bumped into my top 10 MCU favorite movies of all time. My second favorite of the Deadpool movies, the first one's still the best. Logan's still the best Wolverine movie. But yeah. This was so cool to see Hugh Jackman return. He hasn't lost a step. He was awesome and badass as always. When he put on the full-on suit, it was awesome. Great to see on the big screen. And in this collection, you can get just Deadpool and Wolverine. It doesn't. I don't know if there's other Funko Pops out there. Although if there are, I want to get, minor spoiler alert again for Deadpool Wolverine. I want to get Blade. Seeing Wesley Snipes return as Blade in this movie was awesome. I would definitely get Wesley Snipes Blade in Funko Pop form. But yeah, Hugh Jackman in the full-on costume from Deadpool Wolverine, great. I don't think I would get this Deadpool just because I do have a Deadpool, and Deadpool's costume in the movies is so comic book accurate. At least the new movies, not the X-Men Origins Wolverine crap fest. So I probably want to get Deadpool in this collection. Oh yeah, and before I forget, when I get any from the Endgame one, I'm gonna get the Endgame one back in. Um, Maybe the Iron Spider one. I'm not gonna lie, it's not really an exciting lineup with this Captain America one. If I'm gonna get a Thor one, I want to get Thor from any of the other previous movies. Even though the Thor Bowski was funny, just to I like to get heroes in their finest moments, their cool moments. Like I have Tony Stark wielding the Infinity Gauntlet. Um, I want to get the Professor Hulk ones. Korg, I like Korg, but I don't love him enough to get one. Same thing with Thanos. I'd get Thanos in his armor or a sword, or fighting, not in the gardens. So, but back to Wolverine before I move on. Overall, Hugh Jackman was awesome. He's still one of the best comic book. In fact, this is probably one of my favorite comic book castings of all time. One of my favorite comic book performances. And I don't know what the future is post Deadpool and Wolverine, but I definitely would love to see him return in Doomsday or Secret Wars. Next one is from one of my favorite animated movies of all time, and it is Shrek from Shrek. This was a Hot Topic exclusive. I do buy Funko Pops from Hot Topic. The Wolverine one I got from Newsbury Comics. I'm pretty sure that's where I get most of my Funko Pops at my local mall. But I got this one at Hot Topic, and Shrek, one of my all-time favorite animated movies. I've seen these movies in theaters. I remember seeing this one in theaters when it first came out. It's a hilarious movie, a great take on fairy tales, one of the most rewatchable movies ever. And, even though he's an ogre, he does have feelings. Ogres are like onions, they have layers. And the development of Shrek's character in these movies, one of my favorites in any franchise. I know I rarely talk about Shrek on this channel. I got to review the Shrek movies one day. When Shrek 5 comes out in a couple years, that's definitely an opportunity to talk about these movies. But, I love Shrek. One of the most hilarious movies in this collection. And by the way, I like how they do wanted reward on the back with the other figures. You can get get another Shrek. You can get the Gingerbread Man, Puss in Boots, Donkey, and Princess Fiona in her human form. And with the exception of the other Shrek that's holding something, I would probably get all of these. I like Puss in Boots. I like Donkey. I like Princess Fiona. Oh, I see. He's holding something that he can eat on a stick, I'm pretty sure. And I would get the Gingerbread Man. These are characters I would definitely buy if I found them. I don't know. I got this back in May. I don't think Hot Topic's selling them, but if they become available in other stores, I would definitely buy them. First one I would probably buy would probably be either Puss in Boots or Donkey. I love cats, so I'm a sucker for Puss in Boots, and Donkey's just hilarious. Donkey's one of my favorite comic relief characters out there. He's a loyal friend, great ally. He's not scared of Shrek. But yeah, Shrek. And yeah, Shrek 2, one of the best animated sequels of all time. Great movie, although Shrek 1's still my favorite. It's also my favorite DreamWorks animated movie, Shrek. And one of my top 10 favorite anime movies of all time. So next one, the only villain in this video. The next video is going to have quite a few villains, but in this video, the only villain, and that is Megatron from the 1980s Transformers cartoon, and this is from the Transformers 40 Years collection of Funko Pops. Megatron, one of the best villains in anime and cartoons. This is the Megatron that transforms into a gun that the Decepticons use to blast, the Autobots. And Frank Welker did a great job voicing him. And I'm gonna be honest, I never thought that the guy that voiced Fred since 1969 in Scooby Doo, Where Are You, and still voices Fred to this day, and is also the current voice of Scooby Doo, voiced Megatron, Soundwave, and a bunch of other Decepticons in the 1980s cartoon. I never knew that for a while, but Frank Welker does a great job with his voice. And in this collection, you can get Optimus Prime, not the Optimus Prime that I showed in the last video. Astro Train, one of the triple changer Decepticons. Blaster, he's like the Autobot version of Soundwave, who's also more fun. And Laserbeak, one of the little Decepticons that comes out of Soundwave. And yeah, Megatron's just a great villain. I'm gonna be honest, his 80s design is probably my favorite design. Like, Megatron's gone through many different designs throughout the years. Optimus Prime, most of the time, is the same design, the usual red truck with like 2 windows on his chest, blue windows on his chest. But usually Megatron's different. I know, like, I think in the Unicron trilogy, there were times where Megatron was a tank and then like a jet or a car. The Michael Bay movies, he was a jet, tank, truck, jet again. Like, he's gone through a lot of changes throughout the years and in different cartoons. But this is probably my favorite version of Megatron, like my favorite design. So there we go, Megatron from the 1980s, 40 years collection. Hey, I can't believe Transformers is 40 years old. That is crazy. So next one, and I got this and the other one that I'll show. Last of the superheroes, but we're going to go into DC territory with Wonder Woman. And this is Wonder Woman from the 2017 Wonder Woman movie. One of my favorite comic book movies to come out in the last 10 years. Wonder Woman, directed by Patty Jenkins. Way better than Wonder Woman 1984 that she also directed. But this is probably my favorite of the DCEU movies. I mean, I love Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think it's a great movie. But I feel like with Wonder Woman, there's a lot more rewatchability for me. I think until that third act with the final fight, it was going in a great, great direction. This was like playing up being one of the best comic book movies. And yeah, I mean, the third act has some great action, but I think it kind of falls into that stereotypical category. But with the 2017 movie, I love the World War I setting. I like the fish out of water story. I like the balance of dark and humor. And I'm going to be honest. I know some people don't like Gal Gadot's performance, but I thought her performance was pretty good. I think this was definitely one of her better roles that she gives a very good performance in. And in this collection, there's a bunch of Wonder Woman you can get. You can get Wonder Woman using Wonder Woman in a defense position, Wonder Woman wearing her blue dress when she's at that dinner party, and then there's Wonder Woman in her Amazon armor, Hippolyta. Wonder Woman as Diana Prince, and Steve Trevor. I don't know if I would get any of these. Probably not if I found them. If I was to get another one from the Wonder Woman movie, even though I don't think Ares was that great of a villain, I love Ares' design. I think that's the thing that was the only thing I wasn't big on with Wonder Woman 2017. I thought it was doing so well, and I did like the third act. I'm not crapping on the third act. It's not like the Wolverine third act where it just loses me. I just feel like it does start to stumble, and I feel like the buildup of who Ares was could have been handled better. But overall, Wonder Woman, this is from the 2017 Wonder Woman movie. One of the best movies in the DCEU. And now, this one I got on the same day I got Wonder Woman. It's the second to last one we're going to show in this video, and that is from Dragon Ball Z, and that is Goku, the first time Goku went Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball Z. One of the most iconic moments, not just in anime history. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up the camera. But one of the most iconic moments overall. I love this moment. It's right after Piccolo gets gravely wounded, and Frieza blows up Krillin, and Goku's just mad, and he goes Super Saiyan for the first time. Just one of the best moments. I love the score for it, the anger in Goku, and the fight just gets more epic with Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza. One of my favorite moments ever, and in this collection, and I probably would get most of these if I found them. So in this one, you can get Super Saiyan Gohan when Gohan's a teenager at the World Tournament, Shenron, Majin Vegeta going Super Saiyan, and Evil Majin Buu. And I don't know if I would get Evil Majin Buu. Like, I would get Majin Buu, but it would be one of the later stages of Majin Buu. Shenron I probably would get. I would get Gohan. I don't know if I would get this Gohan, though. Same thing with Vegeta. I mean, Majin Vegeta is epic, but I want to see what other versions of Vegeta there are. But you know what? Maybe I can always get two versions. But I find this to be pretty interesting. Like, I mean, the Super Saiyans I understand being thrown in there. But I know, like, most of these are from a different arc. Like, this is from the Frieza arc, the Namek arc. While Gohan, Majin Buu, and Majin Vegeta are the Majin Buu arc. Shenron's any arc. Like Shenron appears in any arc, so. But yeah, Super Saiyan Goku. It was one of my favorite moments. If there was a Goku I was going to get, it was going to be this one. I found it, and I bought it. And the last one, another iconic protagonist, and that is Luke Skywalker from Star Wars A New Hope. This is Luke when he's saving Princess Leia. Well, he's not wearing the Stormtrooper outfit, but this is like Luke's main outfit in the movie. But yeah, Star Wars A New Hope, one of the greatest movies of all time. Luke Skywalker, one of the greatest protagonists of all time, the hero's journey that he goes through. Mark Hamill gives a great performance as Luke in these movies. And in this collection, you can get, besides Luke, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, and a Stormtrooper. I'm pretty sure I got that Darth Vader. I think I showed him in a previous video. I have Chewbacca, but it's not this version of Chewbacca. I would get a Stormtrooper, and I would get Princess Leia. This might be the closest I can get to completing one collection of the Star Wars stuff. I do need to get more like stuff from the other Star Wars franchises that I like. But yeah, Luke Skywalker, I actually found this one in Target. I rarely get Funkos in Target. I mean, they're the same price, I'm pretty sure, in Target. Yeah, this wasn't inexpensive. It was around the same price as like Hot Topic, Midtown Comics, and Newberry Comics. But most of the time, I get them from Newberry, and if not Newberry, either Midtown Comics or Hot Topic. The other store is Box Lunch. I usually get the Funkos from. That's where I got, if you remember one of my earlier videos, the Steve Urkel Funko Pop. But yeah, Luke Skywalker. I would probably get another Luke Skywalker, but probably the Return of the Jedi Luke, which I think is out there. But I wouldn't get him right away because this is fairly new. And it would depend if I have the extra money. But yeah, this is Luke Skywalker from Star Wars A New Hope. And yep, so just to re-go over the Funkos that I got in the order that I presented them. Captain America from Avengers Endgame, holding the hammer. Wolverine from Deadpool Wolverine, finally wearing the iconic suit. Shrek, this was a Hot Topic exclusive from Shrek. Great movie. And my earbud fell out of my ear. Let me just fix that real quick. Megatron, the only villain that I showed in this collection from the 1980s Transformers cartoon. Wonder Woman from the 2017 Wonder Woman. Goku, the first time Goku goes Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. And Luke Skywalker from Star Wars A New Hope. And so those are the first 7 Funko Pops I got. I will show the other half of the Funko Pops I've gotten in the last few months in the next video, which will either be next week or the week after. But yeah, those are more of my Funko Pops. And what'd you think about them? And what's your favorite one that I showed? Which ones that I do you have or do not have? Let me know in the comments down below. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe already if you haven't. Please share this with someone that collects Funko Pops. And I hope to see you guys real soon. Take care, everyone.